to this week's video. My name's Lynda Gaiao. Today we're going to be looking at trait 45, gathering. This particular trait in the human design system is often referred to as the king or the queen. And the reason for this is that someone who has this trait is going to be a natural leader. They're going to be seen as the figurehead of a company or an organization, someone who is a CEO or a president, or even potentially a real king or queen. And when we look at this natural leadership that comes with this particular trait, it's really focused on the needs of its company, its organization, its team, its family potentially, its country if it's president, for example. And it's here to not only help everybody within that team to get exactly what they need, they're also here to educate them, to ensure that they can delegate any roles to those under their leadership to do whatever's necessary to provide what's needed for the entire team or the entire organization to not only survive, but to thrive. It's almost like if you can think back to old times where the king or the queen would have the land and all the people would live on the land and they would be able to farm there and get everything they need for their daily needs to be met. And this kind of delegation and ensuring that everyone has what they need. Now, there is a voice connected to this trait because it's connected to the communication and action function. And this voice is I have or I do not have. And so we can either see it as just from the leader's perspective, like I don't have something, therefore let me gather all the people together that are needed to bring whatever we don't have forward. The voice is also this kind of we. Whenever we're thinking about the 45 and it's speaking, it's kind of expressing the needs of everybody. So we are in this together. You know, I'm going to speak on behalf of everybody in my team or my organization to ensure that we are going to move forward in the right direction that's going to lead to the best outcome and results for everybody. This ability to attract attention also comes with the 45. It's kind of almost a way of selling to those out there, hey, look at what we have. You don't have it, but we do have it. Do you want to come over here and get to the same place that we are in having what we have? So if we think about that in terms of an organization, you can actually, the 45 can attract new talent to the organization, and they can also attract new clients. And one of the ways to help clients, for example, to get what they don't have is to educate. So, come over here, we'll show you this and we'll show you that. And then at the end of whatever we've shared with you, you now will be able to have access to whatever we have at the moment. So there's this big educational piece that comes with the 45. And one of the things that's quite important here is this it needs to be mutually beneficial. If the 45 is acting out on its own, having a bit of a power trip and trying to just get things for personal gain, it's not going to be nearly as effective as if the person with the 45 understands that it needs support, and in return it's going to support those that support the 45. So there's this kind of cross flow between whatever we're going to do together, and it's going to help everyone involved. Now the trait on the other side of the 45 is the 21. And the 21 is all about control. And when we have the 45 and the 21 working together in this harmonious way where they are generous to each other and they support each other and there's kind of this helping out of each other, then this can be an extremely beneficial relationship or partnership where they kind of move in strides together. The 21 in this particular role is the person that's going to deal with the day-to-day implementation and running of things. If the 45 tries to micromanage the 21, you're going to see a lot of conflict and tension rising here, and things are not going to work out so well. When the 45 is dealing with someone who has the 21, they really need to give them some autonomy to kind of get things done in their way. They need to be in control of the day-to-day operations. And the 45 is more of the gathering of all the people together, educating them, and making sure that everyone's needs are met. Now, as we move forward with this particular trait active at the moment, some of the things that you might want to pay attention to is, especially if you have the 21 and you don't have the 45, the 45 is all about getting these things that we don't have, and so the 21 naturally wants what it doesn't have. And so you may feel this kind of pressure to spend or to go out and try to get those things that you think you don't have right now. So it may be a good time to just watch and see if you are feeling pressure to go out and get what you don't have. What we also can look out for this week is the different voices of I have and I don't have that might come up. You may want to pay attention to the world around you and see how leadership is showing up. What is the voice of the leadership? Are people in leadership positions, are they having a bit of a power flip where they just power hungry versus this mutually beneficial, mutually supportive type of leadership? And when you're thinking about the 45, it's also about gathering people together. So you may find this week that you are pulling people to you, and you may just want to watch how that's happening, or how you did that, how you brought people together this week. So in your organization this week, it's a great time to look at the dynamics between the 45 and those people that are there to support the 45 in its role. Is the 45 trying to be in control, or are they able to delegate? Are they able to educate and then delegate and just allow those that are within the organization to do their jobs and to kind of have control of what they're doing? So it's a really fascinating trait, and one of the things that I have noticed with 45s is sometimes they can have this sense of entitlement, the sense of I deserve this, because a lot of the energy to do with this particular trait is about having all your needs met and feeling supported. And so those with the 45 can really have the sense of entitlement about, I really do deserve certain things. And it doesn't need to be in a greedy or an unhealthy way. It's just a sense of, if they're in a position in life or at a certain standing, somehow they just know that there is something different, a better way of living, a better way of being in the world. And ultimately they usually end up being there or moving in that direction just because of this inner drive to have the needs met, so that everybody in the team or organization or family feels supported, and they feel as if there is this harmony or this peace because everyone's needs are met. If you've got any stories to share about someone in your life who has the 45, and if you have the 21 and they have the 45, perhaps you've come across some kind of tension or clashes, this power struggle between the two, just be interested to see how it shows up for you this week, and pop any sharing in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can stay updated with the videos as they are released. Until next week, I hope you have a great week, enjoying this sense of entitlement, this gathering of people together and supporting one another in a mutually beneficial way. See you next week. Bye for now.